We are doing Pilates today, and we're going to start standing. And we want to just work on our posture first. So we want feet about hip width apart, weight on the outside edges or just pressing down evenly with both feet. Knees a little bit soft. You want hips, we say tucked, but if you have good posture, they're not going to be tucked. They're just going to be where they are. But if you feel like there's a curve in your back, try to pull those hips down. We're going to lengthen up through the spine. And we're just going to do a few shoulder shrugs. So bring our shoulders up to our ears and then press them back down. We'll do that a couple more times. All right, now we're just going to lift up as tall as we can. We're going to take a few deep breaths. So inhaling through the nose, trying to get that air all the way down to your belly, and then exhaling out. We'll do a couple more. And one more. And then we're just going to take chin to chest and roll all the way down. And then once we're here, we're going to take an inhale. As we exhale, we're going to try to pull up from the belly, stacking that spine all the way back up. And we'll do that a couple more times. Just folding over, trying to let your head and neck relax. Pull up from the belly all the way back up into standing. And we're going to do one more. This time we're going to hold it down just a little bit longer. We're going to do a little yes with our head. So just nod it like you're saying yes. And then do a little no. And then we'll come all the way back up. And we're going to do a few slow squats here. So we're just going to let the arms float up as we sit back like we're sitting in a chair. And just inhale one way, exhale the other. We'll do 4 more. And 3, 2, and 1. Then we're going to add a little rotation in. So we're going to reach down, and we're just going to reach back with one arm. Reach forward as you come to the center. Reach that hand back as you stand up. And just try to follow that hand with your eyes. We're going to do 4 more. And 3, 2, and 1. And then come all the way down, all the way up. And we'll just rock back and forth. We are going to come to the end of our mat now. Let me see one thing. I feel like this is cutting my feet off a little. So we're going down to sitting, so it might cut my head off now, but all right, we are going to just roll all the way down, and then we're going to walk it out into a down dog. So you're just going to try to bring your ears between your eyes. Eyes. Ears between your arms, and then we're going to pedal out the legs. And then we're just going to inhale, we're going to push those hips up, exhale, push the hips down so you're in a plank here. And we'll do that a few more times. Let's do, this is the wrong hairstyle for this class. One more. We're going to hold it in a plank just for a moment. We're going to do little marches. So bringing one leg up and then the other. And we'll go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and bring those knees down. We're going to bring it all the way back into a shallow stretch. And then from here, we're going to go onto our stomach. I'm going to kick that, so move it out of the way. All right, so we just want legs relaxed, and we're going to stack our forehead on our hands. Elbows are just going to try to stay wide. So you're going to try to not drop them as you bring your head up. We're going to start with the upper body. You want to pull in that belly as you inhale. Exhale, lift. Inhale back down. Up and down. We're going to do 4 more here. And 3, 2, and 1. And then we're going to just go down to our legs. You can either have one side of your face on the mat, or you can keep your forehead on your hands, either way. And we're just going to try to lift one leg up, keeping it nice and long and straight, just like someone is pulling that leg up from your hip. And we're going to do 4 more here. And 3, 2, and 1. And then we're going to go back up to the upper body. This time we're going to slide the hands under the shoulders. We want to pull the shoulders down. And we're going to inhale, pull the belly in. Exhale, press up. And then it'll just be inhale down, exhale up from here on out. But trying to keep that belly pulled in, especially as you lower down. And we're going to do 3 more here. And 2. And last 1. And then we're going to flex our feet. And you want your knees out wide so they're about mat width here. You're going to relax the upper body. And we're going to do little presses up. Just trying to get it into the glutes and low back here. We're going to go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then go ahead and we'll come all the way up into that shell stretch again. So we're going to stretch back. And then we're going to come up onto hands and knees. So we want knees hip width apart, right under our hips, hands right under the shoulders. You're going to press into the mat, rounding out the spine, and then just lengthen out. And we'll do a few more here. Just rounding and lengthening. Let's do 2 more. And last one. And then we're just going to do opposite arm and leg. So we're going to inhale, pull the belly in. Exhale, reach. Opposite arm and leg. Inhale, come back down. And then exhale, other side. And we'll just alternate here. And we're going to go for 4 more. 3, 2, hold it out on 1. So we're just going to reach, trying to pull away from that mat, lengthen that leg and arm. Take a nice big inhale. As you exhale, bring knee to elbow. We're gonna do 4 more here. 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and bring that leg and arm down. We're gonna get the other side. Reaching nice and long. Take a nice big inhale. Exhale, knee to elbow. 4 more. And 3, 2, and 1. All right, go ahead and bring that leg and arm down. We'll stretch it back again. And then from here, we're gonna do our side kick series. I'm gonna grab a quick drink of water. All right, so we're just gonna lay down, making that pillow with our arm, so our neck stays in line with the spine, and you want your body lined up with the back of your mat, feet to the top corner of your mat. Slightly a banana shape here is what you're going for. We're gonna bring that top leg off the ground, about a foot off the ground. And you wanna keep it in one line. So you're trying not to hit that lower leg. You want some distance between the top and the lower leg. You're gonna pulse it forward, point and pull it back. Inhale and exhale. We'll do 4 more. And 3, 2, and 1. Then we're gonna rotate that leg. We'll point up, flex down, try not to let it drop. Go nice and slow on the way down. Inhale one way, exhale the other. We got 4 more. And 3, 2, and last one. Okay, and then we're gonna just bring our lower leg so that the calf is up at the top of the mat here. And we're gonna do big bike circles. So you're gonna bring it up, so lengthen forward, pull it back through. Two more. Last one, and then we're gonna reverse it. So it's gonna come straight forward, bend, and pull back through. We're gonna do 4 more here. 3, 2, and 1, and then just hold it back and a nice stretch in. If you want to bring the heel in, you can. And then we're gonna just stack the top leg on top of the lower leg. And we are going to do our clamshell. So if you want to, you can lift legs off the mat, or you can keep them down on the mat. You're gonna bring that upper leg up, slowly bring it down so everything stacks up. Hips, knee, and ankle all stacked. Your feet are the hinge of the clamshell. So if you want a little more, you can bring that leg off the mat. And we're gonna do 3 more here. And 2, and last one. Okay, go ahead and lower those legs down. We're gonna stack our arms now. So one is on top of our head, one is down below, and then you're gonna open the top one like you're opening up a book. And don't force it. If your shoulders are tight, just try to open them up as far as you can. We're gonna do 1 more here. And then we're just gonna press up into sitting. And if you can, you're gonna make that a Z-sit, so one leg is behind, one leg forward. If that doesn't work, just stack those hips up. You want to try to get your tailbone on the ground here. So you're getting a little stretch in that back hip, the leg that was working. And then from here, we'll just reach over towards our toes or towards the top leg that was just working. And then we're gonna go away from the feet here. Nice side stretch, keeping everything nice and lifted. We'll do one more each way. And then we're gonna flip those feet around to the other side. And do the same thing. So we're just lining up the back of our body with the back of our mat, bringing our feet to the top corner. You can bend that lower leg if you need a little more stability, because you are trying to get where just that top leg is moving. Top leg is about a foot off the ground, little pulse forward, point, pull it back nice and long. Inhale and exhale. We're gonna do 4 more. And 3, 2, and last one. Then we're gonna rotate that leg. We're gonna point up, flex, bring it down nice and slow. Inhale and exhale. Okay, 4 more here. And 3, 2, and 1. All right, and then we're gonna just bend that lower leg and do that big bike circle. And that calf forward. 2 more forward. And then we're gonna reverse it. So then we're gonna bring that leg straight forward, bend, pull it back through. 4 more here. And 3, 2, and 1. All right, and then we'll just bring that upper leg. Actually, we should probably stretch first. Sorry, guys. So we're gonna keep that top leg right at the front of the mat and just bring the upper leg right on top of it. For our clamshells, we're gonna do 8 of these. Legs can be down or up. And the slow down is what makes those inner thighs really work. Make sure you're breathing. We got 6 more here. Nice and slow. 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Okay, we're gonna relax our legs down, stack your arms, one under your face and one on top, opening up that upper arm like a book, and then bring it back over. We'll do 2 more here. And last one. All right, we're gonna press all the way up. We wanna do the Z-sit if you can, otherwise stack it in. We're gonna reach over towards our back leg. And then we'll go the other way. And then we'll do 1 more each way. All right, and then we're gonna stay seated. And we want feet mat width apart. And we're just gonna reach hands forward like our hands are on top of a countertop. And you're gonna slide it forward. We're not gonna let those hands drop. You're gonna feel this in your calves and hamstrings, hopefully. And you want a little resistance here. Feeling the low back pull back as you reach those hands forward. We're gonna do 2 more. And then on this next one, as we come forward, come as far forward as you can. And then just set your hands down for a nice stretch. And then we're gonna stack it back up. And now we're just gonna reach hands straight out. Let's go ahead and turn our thumbs so they're facing up towards the ceiling. You're gonna twist, reach, try to bring the outside hand to the outside of your foot. If it doesn't quite reach there, just outside of your leg, wherever it does land. Staying nice and lifted, keeping those hands in line with each other. Inhale in the center, exhale as you twist. We're gonna do 4 more. And 3, 2, and 1. And then we'll just reach it all the way forward. And we're gonna do our ab work. If you have a ball, you can grab it for this. You can definitely do this without a ball as well. But you're gonna have a nice stacked spine. Pull from that belly button. You're rounding it back. Try to keep everything else kind of where it was. And stack it back up. So just pressing. If you're using that ball, press into the ball till you feel that squeeze in your belly. And stack back up nice and tall. We're gonna do 2 more here. And last one. And then we're going to just reach forward. Same thing with that back. Just pull it back. Stack it up. We're gonna do 5 more here. And 4, 3, and 2. All right, on this next one, we're gonna come back, we're gonna hold, we're gonna go for our earthquake. So if you can, you're gonna reach your hands out, look up at the ceiling, and you should feel some shaking going on. We're gonna take one more nice big inhale. As we exhale, come up, give those knees a little hug. And then we're going to go get our obliques. So we're just gonna do elbow taps today. So we have thumbs facing up, nice long spine. You're gonna just bring elbow back as far as you can. Try to follow that arm with your eyes. So a little rotation with that upper body. We're gonna inhale as we reach forward, exhale as we tap back. And we'll do 4 more here. And 3, 2, and 1. And then we'll just reach all the way forward. We're gonna take the ball out. And we're gonna do a few roll-ups and roll-downs. So just trying to roll down with as much control as you can. Reach everything out nice and long. And then we're gonna inhale, reach the hands up, exhale, try to roll forward again. It's okay if it doesn't quite happen. I know using weights always helps. So if you have them handy, you can grab some light weights as well. Even I have a glitchy spot, especially in the morning. Okay, we're gonna do one more coming up, and then as we come back, we will stay down. So go ahead and just slide one leg in and then the other, and we're gonna bring our hands right by our side. And we're gonna start with spine positions here first. So you're gonna make a triangle with your hand, hope you can see that, and put it right where your palms are pressing on the hip bones, and you're going to press where your pubic bone is so that it's flat. Everything there is flat. You can put a dinner plate on it. Don't worry about what's in the middle. I know sometimes that can be tricky, but just think of the bony parts. Hips and pubic bone are all in line with each other. I have a really big gap between my low back when I do that, but this is called neutral. This is your natural curves of your spine. And then we're gonna press down, and this time we want the spine, the shoulder blades, everything pressing down. This one, the pubic bone is gonna go up. Everything's gonna kind of curl at the bottom here. And then we're gonna press down again into the neutral, and then into the imprint. We'll do that one more time. So basically, if your legs are up elevated, you're gonna be in the imprint. This is neutral right now, so not that one. You'll be pressing everything down. That should feel natural. But the more you press down, the more it's just gonna protect that low back when your legs are elevated. For the other ones, you're gonna try as much as you can to keep it in the neutral. If it hurts at all, just go right into that imprint spine. For now, we're gonna try to hold it in the neutral. So we're gonna put on a fake girl, try to pull that belly to spine, side to side, tighten everything up. We're gonna do a few chin tucks here. So we're gonna reach our hands forward, lifting the shoulder blades up, try to look down at the belly button, and then all the way back down. And we're gonna do that about 4 more times. So we'll reach and back down. We'll do 3 more. And 2. And last one. All right, so we usually come down to imprint when we lift our legs up. We're just gonna try a few things, still trying to keep it in neutral. So just bringing a leg up and then the other, and just hold. Again, if any pain in the low back, just let it fall down. We're gonna see if we can hold it here while we circle our legs. So bring knees to one side, bring them straight around to the other side and back up. We'll do a couple more this way. Nice and slow. One more this way, and then we're gonna reverse it. All right, we're gonna go the other way now. So little circle and up. 2 more. Ooh. And last one. All right, go ahead and give your knees a hug, let everything relax. We are going to grab onto the knee and ankle of the same leg. And for this one, you're going to be in the imprint spine. It should feel natural. I'm going to use the ball to help my head today because my neck is kind of tight. And we're just going to reach one leg out and then the other. You can keep head flat on the mat, or you can try to do that chin tuck looking down at your belly button. Either, or you can use the ball like I'm doing. And we're going to do a bit of a quick switch here between legs. So this one, there's not a set breathing pattern. You just have to breathe when it works for you. And we're going to do 4 more. So 1 more on each leg. And then just relax it down. And we will get our obliques next. So for the next one, we're just going to bring hands behind our head, elbows are out wide. We're going to come up into that chin tuck. We're going to reach opposite shoulder towards knee. Inhale in the center. So you're trying to get that twist from the side of your body, not from how far your elbow comes up. So it's very subtle here. Inhale in the center, exhale, lift that opposite shoulder off the mat. And we'll go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then just relax all the way down. Okay, so we're gonna do a few with our legs elevated. If you have a ball and you want to use it, you can put it under the low back where that natural curve is. And we're gonna bring those legs up. Now you don't wanna see your feet over your face, so you want them away from your face towards the floor as much as you're able to do. I'm gonna turn a little so you can see my legs a little better. And we're gonna start with our zipper. So we want heels together, toes apart. We're gonna point out, flex, squeeze those legs up nice and tight. We're gonna do 4 more here. And 3, 2, and 1. All right, so we're gonna try to keep those legs tight together. We're gonna circle one way, stop, and then we're gonna circle the other way. So we're gonna alternate which direction each time. The circle should be about the size of a basketball, so it's really small. Just nice control here. We're gonna do 4 more. And 3, 2, and 1. And then we're gonna do our scissor kick. So one leg up, one leg out, little pulse. Come up and other side. And we're gonna do 4 more here. And 3, 2, and 1. All right, go ahead and bring your legs down. If you're using a ball, we're gonna take that out and we're gonna stretch out our hamstrings next. So grab on the thigh, calf, other leg, knee bent or leg straight. Then we're gonna flex and point that foot. And then we're gonna give our knee a little hug in. And we're gonna open to the outside. And then we'll bring that knee back up, extend that leg out or keep that knee bent when you bring the other leg up. And we're gonna flex and point that foot. And then we're gonna give our knee a little hug in. We'll open it up to the outside. And then we're gonna come back up. Excuse me. You can either have toes on the ground for this next one or legs in the tabletop. You want arms out wide, shoulders pressing down into the mat. And you're gonna squeeze those legs, bringing them one way, and then up, and then the other way. I'm trying not to let the head through the arms move, just through the lower back hips are rotating here. And we'll do 4 more here. And 3, 2, we're gonna bring it all the way over on 1. Looking over that back shoulder. And then we're going to come up into the other side. And we're just going to roll all the way over and up into sitting. And we'll just bring one leg up, one leg out. We're going to bring our body over that leg. And then we'll come all the way back up. We're going to take one hand across, one hand behind, looking over that back shoulder. And then back to sitting. We'll go to center and we'll switch sides. We're going to reach for that foot in front of us. And then we're going to come up and we're going to rotate. And then we're going to try to make bring the bottoms of our feet together, making more of a diamond shape here. We're just going to bring our head down towards our feet. And then we'll press back up and just sit comfortably. We're going to roll the shoulders forward. And then we'll roll them back. And then we're just going to reach one hand back and then the other, opening up the chest. Woo. Slippery spot on my floor. And then we're going to come up. And we are done for today.